Moest er aan knikken. Wat de game gaan we spelen vanavond?
Krijg je
Betty
denk
Bak
ik
brood.
het ding.
Betty
Jullie
Bak.
recht, guys? Betty Bak brood. Okay.
Okay, let me say this. I get that. I've been without my laptop for how long now?
Yeah, but you have a child on the way, so you can't.
What does that have to do with anything?
We're focused on your child in the laptop right now.
It's such an irrelevant
Just-
thing to say.
Like,
Hey, what is good, family? Welcome back
Yep.
to another episode on the channel.
Welcome back,
Yes.
Hubert and Ezra, to the channel.
welcome back, guys.
They haven't been here in a while.
Actually, I haven't been here in a while. But
Yeah,
Done,
they've been,
guys.
you know what?
Been
I
been
feel
like
like
2 weeks.
they've been taking a break the same way our viewers took a break.
Nee, bro,
now you
dat
like
is
to
werk,
forget
bro.
us, bro.
Dat is werk, hoor.
Now, guys, I've been taking a break for a while.
Don't know why what is a break for?
Who, me?
Ah.
I have a reason for my break, bro.
Personal.
My
Tell
wife
him,
is
man.
pregnant.
Yes, man. You see,
What do you mean?
if you didn't know, Hubert's gonna be a father. I think we
You
told you
know.
this a while back, but we tell you
Don't
again.
know.
Now you know.
The
You get-
factory is working, guys. The factory is working. Anyway, guys, welcome back. I feel it's like it's been so long since we shot an episode.
We
I don't know why we did one last week.
We
but
knew
it
did one
feels-
last week.
It feels
Mm.
long. It feels like we haven't had this in a while. That's why I'm saying. it
Yeah,
feels
look
long.
at. I must say, now,
The
this is. I
podcast
think this is the first time
hasn't-
all four of us have been on the podcast since episode 54.
Ja, nee.
Is it?
Yeah, because the last time we all on the podcast together was the episode when Finland interjected. I think that was the very last episode we all were together on the podcast.
Are you sure?
What episode are we on today?
59.
59.
One away from 60, and my favorite thing that's gonna
We
happen.
haven't seen
I
that
was-
I
scale
hope,
since-
I hope all of you, I hope all of you have put it into your budget to lose the calorie challenge next week.
We'll see.
Why
we'll see how it
all
goes.
of us? Why
Because
all
one of you
us?
are gonna lose. I hope it's in your budget, not mine.
It's definitely not mine. I can tell you that for free.
Ja, nee.
I can tell you that for free.
I
Anyway,
hope
guys,
next week you decide to bring the scale. That's all I'm gonna say.
I was looking at it because I was cleaning out the room. And I saw
Okay,
it.
don't bring it.
No,
Yeah,
that
don't
was
bring it.
like before I came. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining us. Jaaboyzz episode 59. Please like this video, comment, subscribe, share it with your friends, share it with your family.
Share it with
Make sure
anybody.
everyone watches this video, man.
Errol?
Yes. Thank you, guys. I know you guys.
Let's take a
you
moment
guys
of
know-
silence for Errol.
You guys know this is my space. This
A
is-
minute of silence. You
Yes,
only
I
have a
just-
minute. I'm gonna count you down.
They know already what I'm gonna say.
Okay, you have a
They-
minute.
Sorry,
You
they know
do-
already.
minute to win it, no? You can
Minute
do
to
it.
win it.
Okay.
Okay. Right. So, how much time do I have left?
50 seconds.
Okay. Anyway, guys. So, as you guys know, the boys have a WhatsApp community, and
boys.
you guys still haven't joined. Still haven't joined.
Mm.
Still haven't joined.
Anyway, guys, head on over to the link that Reese will put in the description of this video. You guys see it there at the bottom. Click on that link. Join the WhatsApp community. It's absolutely free. You guys are more than welcome to join. We want you guys to join because that's where you see news first. That's where you see announcements first. It's just a way for us to close the gap between us and our audience. And yeah, we are excited to see you guys there. Thank you. How much time is that?
On the dot. 1 minute.
How is it? Under the
Yeah.
See, guys, I don't waste time.
This is
I don't
lying,
waste
but
time.
I did.
You
that's
was, I
okay.
heard him say 7 and then you asked how much
No, I
time.
was busy
Ah,
doing.
1 minute.
No, I was busy doing what? You can go check it. Watch back. Rewind. I was doing this the whole time. The 10.
Oh, I didn't see
Yeah,
that.
no, I
Oh.
was keeping. I told him minute to
So
win.
basically, I have
remove
perfect
it.
timing. That's basically what he said.
Okay,
That's what I'm
sorry.
taking
I
away
don't think
from
that's what he said.
That's what I'm taking away
I
from
don't think it's that deep.
I
but-
stopped on 1 minute. I
1
stopped
minute,
on
1
1
minute.
minute.
No, it's
You
alright.
asked in the middle, in the very beginning, how much time do I have left?
It doesn't matter.
You don't have.
When I-
You don't
when
have
I-
awareness though.
What is it? Doesn't matter, bro. I stopped on 1 minute. When I stopped, I used
Anyway,
all the time I had to do the announcement, and I
Okay.
didn't waste a single second. Like there was no 1 minute, 1 second. You
Okay.
understand?
so well done.
We're gonna give you a gold
That's
star.
all
as
I
well.
want, guys. Just
I'm gonna. You know what?
acknowledge
I'm gonna
it.
put
That's
the.
all I
You know
want.
what I'm gonna do now? Put the gold star here when you say well done. Gold star.
In fact, you guys should come. You know, as the teachers do, give gold stars out to kids.
No, we don't.
I'm not
we
gonna
don't-
bring you
We
gold
don't
stars.
upload fish for swimming.
You see, that's why you don't have fish.
I don't need to have fish. Anyway, guys, thank you so much once again for joining us for the episode. Like Harold said, please go and join the community. We do know these.
Nee, man, er is. Hij lacht.
You see what
This
this
is
is.
the time of his life.
You see this is why we will never support you.
Ow. Damn.
You want to get back to that
Yeah,
one episode.
ah.
This is why I will never support you.
That was one of those.
Actually, now that we have here,
Oh,
Yeah,
I knew
it's
this is
coming.
coming. I
I
knew this.
actually know why. Actually know why he's on a sabbatical. The whole laptop thing.
I told you last
I
week.
don't think that's
Als
it.
Bob
I don't
was
think
nog
that's
fijn
no,
aan
I
was.
for the reason.
Die gave up.
For the reason. Yeah, you know what happened. You know what happened.
After Bob finally I was like,
Reason's first 4 videos is just him speaking about
Well, I'm doing
this was my dream. Football wasn't just it wasn't
Yeah.
just a
Yo, I was back
it was an
rehashing
escape.
this thing.
It was an escape. His
No.
his first prediction for the wrong was like that. Clearly, this is not.
Clearly, I'm
this is-
wrong.
Clearly, I
Yeah,
should,
but
I
you
should
should
be-
continue.
No, I will be very honest to God. With my laptop getting stolen, it did hamper my watch.
I don't like
Reese, you have TikTok on your phone.
Yeah, all the videos I
That's the
recorded
thing.
was on my laptop.
It doesn't matter.
I'm not gonna redo everything.
You could have just remade a video. You could
Yeah, I made one video in the middle of nowhere, and I was just like, this is not what I wanted to do.
Do you think your audience will be proud of you hearing that?
No, they
Saying,
wouldn't.
I'm not gonna remake the video. Huh? You
Look,
think-
right
you
now,
think- you think-
hindsight.
You think
Listen,
if this was
hindsight is a good thing in life, right? Hindsight, I should have just made the videos over. But also, I was a bit depro about losing my laptop, bro.
I see. Now we're getting somewhere. You see, this is
Now
healthy
we're dealing with-
communication. This is healthy communication.
Oh, what? Look, you must understand. Being dispossessed of your own property.
Waar was het eerste woord? Repossessed.
Yeah, look, yeah. Because think about it, they took it without me saying, okay, they can have it.
Yeah, well.
They repossessed it.
That's a word. That's a
They
word.
confiscated it from us.
Look here, I never had anything stolen.
Bro, this is now my third time getting
Look here,
something
I
dispossessed.
did have something stolen.
What did you have?
USB.
Wow,
No, listen to what I'm saying. I'm trying to think if I've ever.
Bro,
Big
listen.
difference.
a USB, a laptop.
Listen to what I'm saying. You see, this is why I'll never support you. But you don't listen. So, I'm trying to think if I've ever had anything stolen from me that I'm aware of. Because something might have been stolen and I'm just not aware.
I'm just like,
Like I know my clothes.
yeah, look, that's a normal book.
It
But
gets
I'm saying,
stolen.
think about it. The value of my laptop can make you depressed.
Yeah.
You think about it, but you have a similar laptop. You know what it costs.
Yeah.
Think about it. Just the valuation alone makes me depressed.
Look, yeah. Okay, let me say this. I get that.
Mm.
I've been without my laptop for how long now?
Yeah, but you have a child on the way, so you
What
can't.
does that have to do with anything?
You're focused on your child and your
That's
laptop
such
right
a-
now.
It's such an irrelevant
Just-
thing to say.
I'm like, I'm sick. Yeah, but the sky is blue.
Yeah,
No,
it's
but
such an
what has your
irrelevant
focus
thing to
been recently? Did you need a laptop in this past 4 weeks?
Yes, from time to time.
But did you come and fetch it? No.
It's Reese, you don't understand the point that I'm getting at. You can live without your laptop.
No, I can't.
Why? So your life is based on your laptop.
Yes.
Why?
What?
It is so misplaced, bro.
Because of his tools videos.
Bro, that's
No.
idol worship.
That is
That's
idol worship.
basically what
That
I'm
we must
hearing,
pray
bro.
for
Idol-
tonight.
That's idol worship.
No, it's just I do so much with my laptop. I saw what a big this last 3 weeks without having it. I saw what a big thing it did because everything I must do on my phone. Now the
that's
thing
why
is,
you have-
my phone don't have enough space to do this stuff. It can't process everything I need to do. I can't edit the podcast on my phone.
I edited one of the episodes on my phone.
Yeah,
How
then
can
you know,
not do
you
it?
know how long that took.
Didn't take me long, bro. Can I tell you why? Can I tell you why?
Go for it.
So, okay, given the episode I edited was one of the ones that was basically done. So I
Thank you.
didn't need to chop a lot in the episode.
Thank you.
Basically adding at the end and the front. However, my phone didn't give me a glitch. Didn't hack
It's not that
fast,
my phone is
didn't
gonna give me a
anything.
glitch. I don't have the space for it. With my laptop, it's easy. There's space there.
Okay.
There's a
No, it's
the
fine.
thing has a function in our
It's fine.
lives.
Basically, what I'm hearing is Reese is in love with his laptop.
Basically.
I was.
It's very job in the laptop.
But that's also why he's single because he needs the laptop.
Zo'n vrouw.
Licks the laptop. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Kid.
But yeah, bro, look,
You think about it. I think it's more just the state of mind I was in and the
Yeah.
inconvenience. Because the thing is, I was trying to be positive with putting out content, but now you're thinking about this thing. Because no, brother, oh man, it's the back of my head.
I'm thinking of it from the sunshine and she's going.
No sunshine.
And
Look
he's
at
just
this
chilling
one.
in the
Think
shower.
about it,
And he's chilling in the shower, just water falling.
If you think about it, maybe you losing your laptop was just a deal. Right?
Yeah, so
It
now
was just because you're excited to make content. Who knows who you were going to reach with the content. And now this happened, and it's basically the enemy trying to tell you, bro, just park that idea.
yeah, but
And
I'm not
then
gonna
you
park.
fell into that.
Yeah, look, at the end of the day,
Like, you know,
sorry.
In hindsight, I'm saying
No,
exactly. I'm saying hindsight is 2020.
Yeah, no. At the end of the day, I do say I flop with not doing any content for the World Cup. One of the biggest tournaments in
Yeah, bro, you have
in the world.
4 years now again to do it.
Yeah, look here. But there's the Rugby World Cup, so I'm now getting
here.
tuned with the rugby.
Look here, speaking
So
of
much
the
watch
Rugby
rugby.
World Cup, guys, I came to this realization today.
Oh, they're gonna come to the same realization we came to last week, but let's see.
What is your realization?
Continue.
No, say it,
No,
and
no,
we
but-
can tell you if it's.
If you watch the episode, you know what our realization was.
Bro,
last
I'm
week.
here. The episode was flighting when I was here.
That sounds like a you problem.
Wow. Okay. So this is what I was gonna say now. So the Springboks obviously won, right?
Of course.
I mean, it's
Of course.
guys. I don't think.
And I also feel like at this point it's pointless asking what because they did everything.
Yeah.
So this is what I'm saying, man. It's such a joy to be alive in this season.
Dispensation.
In this time when the Springboks are just
Licking everyone.
And did you guys watch the Driekus fight, by the way?
Nah,
Owens.
I wasn't.
One
there.
sided.
Owens,
The Driekus just ended
look
up
here,
hiding.
look here. My
Who
head
did he
goes
fight? Who did he fight?
Kamaru Usman. Look here, my head goes off to Kamaru. Bro. He brought the fight.
But he didn't have enough fight.
Driekus came there with a dog.
He was
in him.
hungry. He was
Soup.
hungry.
Look here, it was a nice fight, man. The first round was a bit itchy at first because both of them are fresh. Usman has more experience than Driekus. He's won bigger fights than Driekus, but he was welterweight.
Mm.
So for the
It was lighter.
he was
Welterweight,
lighter. He was welterweight.
That's
which
why
was
I'm like, he's
just
like-
under
What?
Driekus. as
Driekus
well.
is light anyway. What's Driekus?
No,
Driekus is
Driekus is
middleweight.
middleweight.
Okay.
So the fight was there. Kamaru came out strong, bro. But Driekus just had an edge, man. Every round they voted for Driekus to win.
Yeah.
A unanimous decision, Driekus won. Bruh, look here, I was sleeping. My wife woke me up. She couldn't sleep, so she was watching the fight. So I must have turned or something. Then I woke up, and then she asked me like if I'm gonna watch the fight. So I was in 2 months, bruh. I'm tired. It's like early in the morning. I thought, okay, that's fine. Let me watch the fight.
And what time was this?
I think it was like 3-4ish.
You see, what am I doing awake at that?
Yeah, look at that.
That's when UFC fights.
Yeah,
always
bro.
happen.
And bro, I'm not disappointed, bro.
Usually goes like that.
Look at look at that. That was a fight, 5 rounds, 25 minutes, guy, of just
Also,
Yeah.
those are the best fights when it's like it goes the distance.
Yeah.
Like I don't like that
I
first
would've
round
been-
knockouts. Like
I would've
because
been
why did I
disappointed.
wake up so early then?
I would have been okay, not disappointed. It would have been good for Driekus to knock him out. He came so close in like 3 of the 5 rounds. He came close where you could see Usman was like,
Yeah, I'm feeling it.
yeah, because then it would be a knock, and he was eating him with the question mark kicks, bro. He
Okay.
was eating him.
I have
He
a-
couldn't
I have a
get his
question
he
after this.
couldn't get his right guard up in time. Driekus was just knocking him. Anyway, so the fight happened. That was fun, right? So I was talking about the Springboks, right? To be alive in a time when the Springboks are just dominant, bro.
They crazy.
This is why I said-
Every team
That's
in the
basically
rugby
what-
nation,
Yeah, that's
in
what we
the
said
rug-
last
in
week.
the- every team in the 6 Nations and every team in the rugby championships.
They've
We've
given a
beaten
idea.
him in 12 months.
Oh,
The
we
first
spoke
team
about this last week.
ever do it.
That's why I say same realization we came to last week before the 43 mil.
Alright, was insane. And also, do you know this is the second time in a row we slapped Wales with the no.
And
Yeah.
that's sad.
73 no.
Also, mind you,
Last
this was not even our best players.
Yeah.
We
man.
had
So
a
this
lot
is
of
what I'm
new
saying.
people.
There's
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
and
yeah.
Mani kicked so
And-
badly.
by their
Moyo
own-
was playing.
Moyo was
Pussy
playing.
Moyo, Pussy Moyo.
Who's he
He
playing?
plays that guy. Did you know? This was his second professional
I know.
rugby match
Ever.
ever.
I
His
know.
second professional rugby.
Guys,
You know how crazy that is? He's only had one
One.
professional rugby.
And
You know
then-
what?
I want to put in a petition.
Okay. Petition's a bit
For Rassie
far.
to be president. No.
Well, that too. That too. But they need to change the World Cup structure.
For what now?
We need to just be in the final.
Okay.
Listen to what,
What
I'm
do you
saying.
mean?
Listen to what I'm saying.
Basically, like,
Every nation in the Six Nations Cup, every nation's in the.
What rugby championship?
That means there's no one in the world.
But you can't just say put us in the final.
Why not?
Because the thing is, né? Look now the last World Cup. First game, opener, what happened to us?
That's fine.
But you need that.
But
Because imagine you play your first game. All the teams have now played games. They're now hot and heavy. Yeah, you play your first game cold. Now we get tired.
Please, that's fine.
Ah, yeah,
let,
yeah.
let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
Let me tell you
something. Let me tell you something. Bro, the Springboks is on a whole different level. You realize we can make a Springbok team 4 times.
No. Every week we've had a different team for the past 4 weeks.
Right, we kick off at our Z team. We don't have a Z team.
We got Owens fresh out of high
I
school.
think that's our
Our
strong point is that we are the most versatile team. in the world.
Yeah.
But
I mean, if you look at there's countries where they depend on certain key players.
Yeah, like the
But-
All Blacks. Sorry.
No, the All Blacks have a
Like
lot of good players, but
Argentina.
if you look at like maybe like is it Dupont plays for France, man?
Who?
Dupont,
2 point France.
France,
Yeah.
he's a French
Captain.
player. Yeah, but now if you look at countries like that, where it's like he's the towering figure in the
yeah, we don't.
in the team,
I
you
want to
understand?
say that.
And if he goes, it's like dog walk. You understand? I'm not saying
Look
they don't
at
have good players,
But
They
I
have
was going
good
to say
players.
they've got.
Yeah, but I'm saying, look. Continue.
But-
Sorry,
but
I lost my
compared to
train of
like when it comes to Springboks, there's no one player that you look at and like, nah, this player is peak above everyone else.
thought.
Like
And if
we
they
have like all of them just flat out there at the top. You understand? Like
Mm.
all of them are just, and then
Yeah.
you obviously have the new guys and they're getting a lot of exposure.
Look, yeah,
now.
I saw a guy post a video like an hour or something. I was sitting there. That guy said any person that puts on the Springbok jersey automatically becomes a freak.
Yeah,
Not a
Bruh.
freak in the sense of like a monster or anything,
but
but
he just
for
becomes
guys like Vusi.
bruh, second game ever
Yeah, not even just him, all 4 new debutants.
played.
Guy, you couldn't say those were people that has never played Springbok rugby.
It's almost like there's it comes with built-in perks. That
Yeah, it's like
Mm.
you see the movie Tuxedo.
yeah,
It's
it's like
like that,
that, bro. It's like that, bro.
But yeah, that was
The Springboks are
that was a
crazy.
game,
bro.
bro.
I need
The
Frank,
Springboks are
bro.
crazy. To think that we have won every single big team out there
in
Like,
12 months.
in 12 months, and this is like on a consecutive run. Like we haven't lost to any of them. You understand?
Yeah, but so I can't wait. Owens, it's World Cup soon.
Next year.
Next year.
So
2027,
before we hit the World Cup, right? This is what you must do.
What am I doing?
Get
Don't
your
miss
get,
videos.
get your stuff in order.
Bro,
That's
I'm a
basically what you
football
must do.
podcast. I never watched. I like
Bro,
rugby for the
listen.
Springboks.
You don't need to be well versed in a topic for you to speak
No,
about
look,
the topic.
very
What you
valid.
can do, open up a panel for discussion.
Yeah, here's the
I'd
plan.
like to say we are not well versed,
But
I'm
we
not-
talk
I'm
about
not
stuff.
well versed.
but we can talk about it.
Yeah, I've been.
We don't know nothing. We don't know
One
nothing.
thing I will say. Bruh, there's something about when the Springboks play.
Sure.
That just unites the country, bro.
Yeah, I've been
Soccer-
saying this.
soccer- World
Bafana
Cup.
did the same thing though.
No,
No, they
look
didn't.
here. No,
No, they
no,
didn't.
in this World Cup,
This
now,
World Cup they did.
they did considerably better than they did previous
before.
World Cup.
Saying they did better than they did previous World Cups doesn't mean they were on that place where you can say they
Yeah.
united the world.
No,
No, we were. I tell you now, ne, 3/4 of the country was shocked we even made it past the qualifiers. When I heard we had advanced past
The group stage.
Exactly, I was like,
Me too.
damn boy, these
Okay,
boys,
but then
these
you
boys
al-
showed me.
you also need to acknowledge the fact that there were certain moments. And look, we're proud of the boys. Bafana, you guys did great.
No, they did great. I'm not saying they didn't do good. I'm saying that, yeah, they did good. But what I'm saying is this is not a conversation about how good they were.
Yeah.
It's a conversation about did you unite the country, and we can all objectively say the Springboks are on a whole other level when it comes to uniting the country.
Yeah.
You will find people like for example, a lot of people watch the 3 a.m. match.
Yeah.
But also a lot of people did not even bother. You understand?
Maybe
If you tell me the Springboks are playing the
2
World Cup
o'clock.
finals or whatever, or they're playing in a World Cup and they're playing at 3 a.m., I'm staying up.
Yeah,
You understand?
It's true, yeah.
I'm staying up.
It's just I think what we're realizing now in sport is Springboks is the most dominant country in the world, dominant team in the world.
Mm.
If you just go across the rugby spectrum, then you get Bafana is trying their best. Talking about South African. Then you get the cricket, the Proteas. They're also trying their best.
They're doing good. They've got ups and downs,
But at least they. So I'm saying, as a sporting nation, we're doing better than we maybe did like 10 years ago.
Rugby
You
is
saw baby
But
box.
rugby is like the.
Okay, the baby box
That's
won the
outside
final.
the-
Congratulations.
Yeah.
They won, yeah. The
Yeah,
baby
they
box
won
won
the
the final.
under-20s.
Yeah.
Yeah, they won. Yeah,
I
they
watched
won.
that.
I watched that also.
Okay, this was a sporting weekend for me.
Look here, you see, the match where they won like over 100.
Yeah,
I
there
watched
was
that
that
game.
last week or 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks
But
ago.
it was so
It
so
was a
unnecessary,
crazy win, though.
bro. It's so
Yeah,
when was the last
unnecessary.
time
Bro,
we
they
saw
once
triple
won.
digits?
They won Zimbabwe's main team. The big Owens. Our junior box line Africa. How?
It was like, the junior box beat the main team. So what are they gonna do?
Zimbabwe.
Speaking of, okay, go on.
This is why I'm saying, right? World Rugby should change the tournament bracket. We are 4 times champions.
If this was different cups, we would be Grand Slam champions. If we were.
If we, we would
If
be
we
Grand
won
Slam
this.
champions. So we won 4 trophies, the most any team has ever successfully done. Right? We've beaten all of the major teams in the past 12 months. Give us an opportunity. Put us in the final. Bring any team you want.
Big Zem also.
You guys
Like
decide.
the
All-star
Listen,
team.
I
Put
got
an all-star
Barbarians.
team
Let's
together.
try that. The Barbarians, we slaughtered them.
You know what?
Yeah,
we
but I
should
don't
try
think they
now,
were the
man?
all-stars also.
You know what we should try now, man? It's just a collection of all the team's best players.
That's what the Barbarians are.
Yeah, but they're not
But
all the
they
best
didn't,
players.
they didn't not
Look, they can't take from every team because there's just too many.
take
However-
the best, the absolute best out of
Say
the let's say the top 15. It's 15 men on it, right?
top
And then
30 because they
say
have 15
23,
on
say
the
23.
23 men.
23.
Yeah.
Top 23 matches. The top 23 teams, sorry. Take the best player
Out of each
of
team.
each team.
Okay,
Out,
and then
it's
what?
outside of us.
Okay, and then what if we contributed some of our players to the Barbarians?
Not our top 20. Top
20.
24.
Yeah,
Top
out.
24.
Yeah.
Besides, take the rest. And then
Okay,
Oh,
but then
oh.
what if you just have forwards? Or what if you just have backline players?
I say put our team
Fair.
versus our own team and see if we can beat
I think
ourselves.
that's the only way we're gonna lose it.
Put Andre Pollard versus Mani Lebok and see what happens. Okay, but that happens in the what's the things there?
Yeah.
In the URC.
Yeah.
So, but also there it's very different because they're playing with players that don't play in the box squad. So it's a very like
But some of those players are also like,
quality players.
yeah, bro.
I just say one statement I'm gonna make now, way before the World Cup. I don't think Mane is gonna go to the World Cup next year.
Why not?
I think Vusi's gonna take his place.
Why?
I don't think.
No,
I
they
think,
won't
listen,
replace Mane.
listen,
No, you know why I said so? Because I watched Vusi play. He plays very similar to
Look,
what Mane
look at-
does.
One thing about Mane is a game changer.
No, but that's what I'm
That's the
saying. They
thing.
play
If
very
Mane-
similar.
If Mane comes there, he
He
changes
just-
the game.
No, but I'm saying if you have to choose between the two, I take Vusi to it because
I
he plays
think-
exactly the
I
same.
think they're gonna do with Vusi what they did with Mane first. Remember when I think it was the last World Cup that Mane
It
also
was
played.
his first World Cup.
Yeah.
It was his first World Cup. He played, but Andre Pollard was there.
No man, they called him.
Yes,
man.
they called him back.
So I think he was here in the country.
Yes,
They-
but
they-
I think it
they-
was the
Because he
second or
was still
third-
injured. He was still injured the
he
first
was-
two
so
games.
What they did was Mane got exposure at that level. Because remember, World Cup is different from
No, true.
Precious different.
So
there.
Mane got that exposure and that helped him to grow. But Andre Pollard was still there as in case.
Yeah, but remember the first two games we didn't have a choice.
I think.
Because he was injured.
I also think they.
Also remember, we don't only, and I said this to Harold last week, we don't only have Andre Pollard, Mane, Vusi. We have
Sasha
Cheslin, the Sasha that must come back. But Willemse can kick a
Willemse can
ball.
He
in
said
fact,
so
Faf
injured.
also kicks.
You,
Faf also kicks.
you see my problem
We
we
have too many
currently have.
kickers.
We have a
Counter
team.
not
But if there's one thing we know, Pollard is going.
Yeah, look,
There's
if
one
Pollard,
thing, Pollard Sasha is going.
I don't think this is going to be Pollard's last World Cup.
I don't think so.
Bro is turning how old this year? Next year,
He's
34.
Rancha's age, bro. He's 32.
This year,
He's still
Yeah,
has-
he's
still has
right,
game,
right.
bro. He still has
He's
game.
my wife's age.
36.
Depending on if he wants to even
Go
play.
play
for-
that's the
But
other thing.
if he wanted to, he could.
But I also think with what we're seeing now happening with the squad, there is a big transition slowly
But
happening.
listen, did you hear what Rassi said about Pollard?
Mm-mm.
There was a space where Pollard wasn't playing. And then Rassi was like, yeah, because I know he's fine.
Yeah. I was gonna say the same thing now.
Bro,
Yeah, because
to
we
have
see-
that level of faith to
we
know
see
that
we see all these people, all these new kickers coming now. It's not because Pollard is being phased out. I think
It's just like
Rassi is just giving these new people the chance to experience what playing is like. You
Exposure.
understand? He's giving them the exposure.
you know what I want to like try and understand, right? In order because remember, if you look at the Springboks a couple of years ago, before the World Cup, before Rassi took over,
2019.
it was dismal, bro.
Yeah.
Okay,
years, bro.
It was dismal, bro. Then obviously Rassi stepped in. I would love to have been in those meetings where Rassi was like, "Okay, boys,
But that's what's chasing the sun is there for.
I don't think it's all of that because
They're
I
not showing
think
the full picture.
yeah, I can get
Yeah,
from
man.
chasing the sun. Okay, Rassi came in, he brought this new thing to the team, but there must have been a change for the Owens to be because you can't tell.
No, but there was
Also-
this footage leaked of how he spoke in certain meetings where he was like, bro,
The
this is
chasing the sun start when Rassi came on.
yes.
yeah.
Oh,
Chasing the sun was a thing that they started that year when
But-
Rassi came
But
in.
now, Reese, what I'm saying is this: in chasing the sun, they told us how the meetings were and all that. Cool, but there must have been another factor.
I do think what
In order for the Springboks that we see now
To
to
be
have
with-
4 debutant players, you slacking, and those guys didn't seem nervous at all.
No. But that's
Yeah,
why.
bro.
But that's why I say I think the presence of just because when Rassi came in, you did see a big shift in the team immediately. Not even like it just happened slow. We waited 5 years for it
It's
to
like
happen. We
soccer
waited
humans.
3 games. Rassi had 3 games before the World Cup. From that first chasing of the sun that I watched.
Yeah.
Rassi had 3 games before the World Cup, and he had to make a decision very quickly on how the team's gonna play because he had to go to the World Cup,
To be fair, ne?
and
To
then
be
ended up
fair-
winning the World Cup.
To be fair, if I had to go play for the Springboks tomorrow, I also wouldn't be afraid.
Yeah.
Just playing with the
just
best players
just
in the
knowing,
world.
just knowing I'm playing with these guys.
But remember
I
when,
wouldn't be
when
afraid.
Rassi
Also,
came in, but
they might tackle me dead, but they
What
might
I'm
just
saying,
knock me
Aaron,
once.
but I get what you're saying, Hubert, is when Rassi came in, the team was in disarray. It was in this dismal place of
It was in a
goal.
horrible state, bro.
Every week we were wondering how much are we gonna lose by,
Yeah, bro.
not how much we're winning by. And I understand, but I think it was one of those things where you bring in this guy that has done it.
Yeah.
And I think that also brought in, and he had to get the main players at the time behind him. Because that helps you a lot. For example, like Sia was one of the main guys. Itzebeth was one of the main. Steph the Toy. Who else is there? What's Vikings' name? What is his
Ox.
actual name? No.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
Vikings.
Oh,
Vikings.
Erg is
Yes. But
Oh,
you had to get those
Mr.
big names and
But now,
Andre behind
do
you.
you realize this? When last did you see Erg? When last did you see Ox?
But the thing is, this is my thing.
Well,
You have to
don't
get
think
those
so.
names behind. Listen to what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Behind you for days like today, like last week. We haven't seen Ox play probably in the past 3 games.
Hmm.
I don't think I've seen Ox's name on the sheet to play. This is what I'm saying. You have to get the big names behind you.
Guys, where's Trevor Nyakan?
Bruh, but this is why some of the guys are injured. Like Willemse came back now just before this.
Okay, he played the game.
But that's what I'm saying. Sash is injured. Big names are injured, and yet we're still whooping teams. Like I'll say, if a coach can get 7 of the biggest players in the team behind him, you can get the whole squad behind you. Even if you just get the captain behind you, captain speaks to everyone.
Yeah.
So the moment he came in, getting Sia and those big guys, Pollard them behind him to say, hey, this is what we're playing for. We're not going here to go and make our name bums. And they ended up losing that first game of the World Cup.
Yeah.
It just
But I think-
shows
I
how
think
strong-
Rassi-
it just shows how strong the Springboks. See last week's match.
Yeah.
I must say that I'm cooked.
My bro, did you see that? In 5
They're
minutes.
strong, those guys. But
Yeah.
also, Rassi is the kind of guy, he doesn't mind throwing a match.
Okay, I think
He
Rassi-
doesn't mind
I
throwing a
think
match.
Rassi
If it's-
Rasmus
if
was
it's-
go
if-
for president.
If
No,
he
no.
sees this
You
match
will
is gonna have the best growth for the team, he
I
throws.
believe if I find out to call Rassi, I'm sorry, World
So
Cup
would
the
have
last.
been-
Guys, quickly, now that we're on sport, right? Let's talk Soccer World Cup. Did you
I
guys
wanna
watch
say-
the final?
I want to say this is one thing. I'll say this for all the Argentina fans out there, me included. Yes, I don't
Say
even
you're
know.
disappointed, man. Say you're
I'm-
disappointed.
I'm very disappointed in
The
Argentina.
I
referee
want to
double
quickly,
favorites.
before you go on, I want to
Very
quickly just say,
disappointed.
me and you both lost.
How do you mean? You support
Me and
Messi?
you both, no, me and you both lost. Because remember, we had the thing last episode. We're like, who's going to win? I said England, you said Argentina. We both lost.
Yeah, nah,
But
look at my
boy-
team made it to the final though.
To do what they to
Nothing.
lose.
My biggest thing
They
was
were dog
did
walking.
you watch the final?
Absolutely.
They did
Bro, I
absolutely
saw the
nothing.
stats after the game.
The
Man. I
only
watched the game and thought they had shots. But I saw
They
the
had
stats.
no shot.
20 shots, 12 on target. Argentina, salts. I was like, so what did we do though? Then I asked the question. So did we, as Argentina,
He thought they had shots.
bro? Because I look
He
Yeah,
was
the
like-
wrong ref on
he
the
was like-
field, baby.
He was
Look
like,
here.
surely at least one.
sure, but this is my thing, and I realized that this is where the Argentinian team is right now, and I do think this is me saying this in hindsight. We'll see in 4 years if he'll come back, but I do think the Argentinian team is going to struggle going forward if Messi decides he's not playing for Argentina. Because look, in the previous game against England, he's the reason they won that game. In the game before that against Egypt,
He's the
he's the
reason.
reason they won the game. The game before that, he's the reason. So I look at it, they got Messi out of the game yesterday,
You know, they got
and
out,
bah,
bro.
game was done.
By the 15th
But,
minute,
but
by the 15th minute, Messi touched the ball once.
But this is what I'm saying.
but here's the thing also. I don't even think it's that they got Messi out of the game.
I do.
think,
I think it's a
okay,
combination of two things.
elaborate on your point.
A combination of two
let's talk
things.
about this.
Remember, if you are the best player in the team and you can win a game, we've seen Messi do it over the past. I've seen him do it over the past 20
Okay.
years. Where he's won games single-handedly for club and country. He's done it for Barcelona countless times. I watch games he's done. And I
That doesn't mean
Even in
that,
the-
that
even-
means nothing for yesterday's game.
But this is what I'm saying to you.
That's why I'm
A
asking.
combination
elaborate.
of two things. I say it's a combination of you not being in the game and a combination of Spain's team just being so well oiled.
I think it's just number two.
No, I don't say it's just number two. Because remember, if
Strengthen your first point.
reason I strengthen my first point, I've seen him do it before.
That doesn't mean he did it yesterday.
And this is
You
No,
see
but
what
I,
I'm
I
saying?
see what Lisa said.
I'm
No,
saying
I know. Because he couldn't do it yesterday.
remember yesterday, what Spain's main objective was going into the game. We're winning the game. No matter what you do, we're gonna
So-
well listen.
Okay.
Why I'm saying so, because at the end of the day, if for some odd chance they slack in a moment where say Messi has the ball outside the box and one of their players switches off, he scores. Different ball game. This is what I'm saying. Nobody was allowed. It's a combination of two things. They didn't give him the chance to play, and also they just went out there hungrier than what they were than Argentina were.
So here's my take, right? I okay. So for majority of the game, Messi was just redundant. Also, I feel like if a certain setting has to be in place in order, I'm not saying Messi is not good, but to say that a certain setting has to be in place for him to make a game, to make the game, that kind of takes away from how good you are.
But
No.
that's exactly what Lisa said.
I'm saying, I
No.
don't listen to what I say. I'm saying Messi can't take on 11 players and do it all by himself. He
But
can-
you
he-
just said he's done it many times over.
No, I've said he's.
You said he's
created-
single-handedly
Look,
won matches.
Look, Lars, let's go again in the England game. Single-handedly picked up the ball, given a chance for somebody else to score. Nobody else was helping him yesterday. Enzo Fernandez went and ran
So-
a player out of the ground
So
yesterday.
when you say
When I'm saying
listen
single-
to me.
Okay.
When you say Messi is able to single-handedly dominate the game, like in context, obviously, you saying he's
So
single-handedly
let's-
able to wait,
Yeah,
single-handedly able to maybe score goals or provide goals for someone.
yeah.
Then what I'm saying is the fact that he couldn't do it yesterday. He didn't even have an opportunity. Like, so it's either he creates the opportunities himself, and yesterday he couldn't. So that kind of just shows that to some degree you're just an ordinary player and you need your team. Or you say, nah, this guy, he does need his team and he can't do it on his own.
I'm not saying he's just an ordinary player. Okay, let's rephrase the point then. Let me then say it this way. Yes, he needs his team to also contribute. I can't say that he can go be goalkeeper, center back, all of
No
those
one is
things.
saying that, but in your position, in the position he is in, right?
Look in the position
He
he's
wasn't
in, he was
able to
supposed to
do
he was
what-
supposed to try and, or according to most people.
Most of the time, I was just walking there,
Yeah.
walking there,
But-
because the ball wasn't even there where he is.
But now this is my thing. his game is very different. His game has evolved over the years. Back in the day, when he was say 20, let's use 20, when he first bursted onto the scene, he pick up a ball at the halfway point and run it all the way. But now teams are smarter. You can't do that anymore because now what they do, they defend. This is why I said if there was a, like I said, if there was a moment Messi picked up the ball and one guy maybe switches off in the Spain team yesterday, which none of them did, which was made Spain look brilliant yesterday because
Yeah,
nobody
they were-
switched off.
Look here, okay, let me say this, right? I watched the first 20, 25 minutes. I went to go sleep.
Because they were brilliant.
Spain were dominating.
But-
this
Spain
game.
was.
But this is
dominant
why I'm saying. But this is
Argentina.
why I'm saying. Let's look at the England game. England were also dominating that game. And what happened in the last 5-10 minutes? They switched off, allowing this person of brilliance to show he's actually that brilliant. Because once you can ask anybody, you mark the best player out of the game, and the game is just dead.
Yeah.
And
And
even for France, look at France against Spain. Spain marked Mbappe out of the game, and Spain did not, and France
But they
couldn't
didn't
do
even
much.
do that with Argentina. They
They-
didn't even do that with Argentina.
They didn't have to. They just played the formation the way they were supposed to. Claro.
But that's what I'm saying.
That's how you play the
that-
man out of the game.
No, but here's why I'm saying like Messi wasn't even like a factor in yesterday's game.
In a
That's what I'm
sense,
saying.
In a sense, it was.
That's what they did because if you look at the game, the ball was nowhere near Messi the whole game.
But Argentina also had ball and they had the opportunity to give it to him.
But the thing is,
listen, listen to what I'm saying. If you man mark a player, if let's say the two of you are playing against the two of us, I want to pass the ball to Ezra, but Reese is guarding Ezra. I'm
You
not
won't
gonna
pass.
to
They
Ezra.
didn't even do that with Messi.
no, but the formation,
Bro,
the way
I
Harold,
promise
listen
you,
to-
Messi has gotten the ball,
listen-
especially in the
times.
set.
Three-
No, more than three times. More than 3 times. I promise you. Messi
How
has
many
gotten
touches
the
did
ball.
Messi have on the ball?
Messi has gotten the ball. He's gotten the ball within the 18 yard of the post.
Okay, and then
He was able to do nothing. Here's
Those-
my thing. Here's my thing. Here's the thing you guys are missing, man. The two things you guys are saying are inconsistent. Because on the one, I'm not trying to take away from how good Messi is, but what I'm saying is, on the one hand, you guys are saying, yeah, he's able to single-handedly do all this, and the other is able to do all these things on his own. Yet at the same time, he wasn't able to do anything yesterday.
but
You understand?
But I get what you're saying. That is true. But what I am saying, Spain didn't allow him to do anything.
Yeah. So
He
remember,
wasn't
So-
even if he had the ball. Listen, I'm not saying he never got the ball. The ball in it verby hom gegaan. He had the ball at times, but Spain closed him up so much. He
No,
couldn't
they
do-
didn't.
So
No, they didn't.
so,
Okay.
Harold,
So
are you just
Spain-
saying Spain left him to run with the ball?
Obviously not.
But
They don't
then
do that with anyone. But then you can also just say, nah, they did it with a defender. Obviously, like you're not gonna allow any enemy player,
Okay,
any opponent
so-
player
so
to be running
Listen,
with the ball.
listen to this. Ne? Yes, Messi had, and yes, you're right. He had more touches yesterday than 3. Yesterday, Messi had 54 touches in the total duration of the game.
Yes.
He was heavily contained by Spain's defense, registering only 15 touches in the first half, managing only 1 touch during the opening 15 minutes.
That's
So
what-
tell me,
that's-
tell me how you saying that they didn't plan around this bruh in this team
No, I don't.
as a manager.
So here's the thing, man. Here's my thing, man. If let's say what's the guy that strikes for Spain?
Ferran Torres.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oyarzabal.
Oyarzabal,
No, the other one.
the guy that
Lamine
scored.
That guy, is he a striker? That
He's a
guy?
left
He's
wing,
a
right
mid-
winger.
That guy. That guy. Let's say, for example, this guy is he's playing front. Obviously, he's also gonna be defended well by the
was.
defense.
And he was.
But just to say that because this guy is playing forward, to say that
Okay, come
they
on.
plan defense around him.
No, come and tell you this as me that has coach teams. You don't go out there. Okay, all 11 players of you go mark that guy. No,
Obviously not.
but you
I'm not
set
saying
up
that.
in a way so that this skillful player doesn't look as good as he's supposed to. So, for example, like I'm saying, yes, Messi might have had 54 touches yesterday, but did he have touches in places where he could create danger? No. Did he have touches? We maybe had probably. I don't know. I'm not gonna Google that stuff, but I will Google it just for your heart because I know you.
He loves Googling.
No, because he's hard.
Guys, here's my thing, man. I'm just coming off of this thing, man. obviously, Messi has this whole thing around him where he's able to dominate games, right?
Yeah.
He was able to do nothing yesterday.
Because
He was
the system
irrelevant.
didn't allow
He
him
was
to do it.
so why doesn't this happen with other teams?
Why doesn't this happen with other teams? This is what I'm saying. Spain didn't switch off yesterday.
Is that the only thing that happens? They just switch off and then.
So if you lose, a lack of concentration allows a player like Messi to kill you.
But throughout this
kill you.
conversation,
No, you
throughout,
understand?
throughout
No,
this
please, not
throughout
kill.
this conversation, that's the only reason. you give it.
Listen. Messi had 0 key touches yesterday. Key touches mean a touch that allows you to either score.
So who's responsible for making key touches?
He's supposed to, but there's
That's
no
what I'm
players to
saying.
listen.
That's
But
what
there's
I'm
no
saying.
player. So Harold, if you're in a position to pass to Israel, say there's the goal, maybe between the speaker and the light, né? But there's a defender here. Can you make the pass?
No.
So what are you gonna do? Are you gonna try and create space? Yes.
But you're still missing what I'm saying. Like,
Who's saying Messi is not as influential as he's supposed to be?
yeah, 100% not. I'm not saying that. I'm not trying to. I said I'm not trying to take away from how good he is. Obviously, I know he's good. But what I'm saying is like the two things you're saying are inconsistent. Like on the one side, you're saying like you
I
started
said-
this off by saying Messi is
I
able
said-
to single-handedly dominate
Yes,
games, right?
He's able to, but he wasn't. And this is why I'm saying a system killed him yesterday. And this is why I said Spain's brilliance is a contributing factor to why. Remember, the score was only 1-0. Remember this. Spain could have won 17-0.
Only because of that goalkeeper,
But this is what I'm
not
saying
because
to
of
you.
Messi.
This is what I'm saying to you. Let's look at. I will go back to the game right before the final against England. We all thought England's going to win the game. Messi's not doing anything. The team switched off for 5 minutes and Messi took advantage. This is what I'm saying. That is what I call single-handedly winning the game, because you create the chance for them to win the game.
Also, why do you call it single-handedly winning the game when
Because
he
the-
provided the goals for other people?
Because the thing is, he created the chance. Because
That doesn't mean he single-handedly.
okay, let's.
What?
That's what we use in a, because he could have scored the goal. He should have actually made a better attempt at winning yesterday. Don't know why they tried to play for penalties.
That's all I want. Just that accountability. He should have done better.
No,
That's
I know
all
he should
want.
have done better.
That's
But this
all
is-
I want.
but this-
Okay, in other news,
Another year, bro.
because you
Okay.
guys are gonna go back and forth.
Nah, I'm just
Don't
saying.
like,
I'm
don't
disappointed
like,
in
don't
Argentina
like.
yesterday. Very.
That's all I wanted to hear, bro. You should have said it from the
So,
start.
I did say that in the beginning.
Okay, you did.
You just
Argentina lost the FIFA World Cup final. For those of you who don't know, Spain are current champions of the world.
I do feel bad for Messi though, because it felt like going into the finals,
everyone
everyone just
hated him.
wanted them. I don't understand why. Like
I
everyone just
didn't want
wanted them to lose.
I didn't
Like,
want them.
I didn't follow the World Cup, so I don't know
so
where the
so
hate is
what's the
coming
hate is coming stemming from the fact that everyone is blaming the referees for the reason that Messi is actually in the final. So they're saying the referees were paid off. This is why Argentina. So I understand where the hatred towards what he was
from.
doing.
Is it like valid claims that they're making?
Some of it, yes. Some like some calls. No, bro, I'm gonna be very honest with you. Some of the calls I look at him and I'm like, oof.
You have
Hey,
a point.
red
there.
card.
look at, and I used to ref, ne? And I'm like, oh, some of these tackles, I'm like, hey, there should be a red card, ne? But also context of the game. Like yesterday there was a foul on the Spain, the first goal Spain scores, ne? The guy slightly steps on the Argentinian player's foot, on his toe, which is still a foul, but it's soft.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, oh, this constitutes for a foul, but also you could have given it because it's not like he's wanting
Mm.
deliberately
It's not
doing it.
intentional.
Yeah, but I'm like, yo, now I'm pleading the case because I'm an Argentinian supporter. I'm like, hey, I don't want them to score. Bro, then I watch the after halftime, they come out, the goal they score. I'm like, oh, man, look here.
There's nothing.
There's nothing you can do. Go.
There's nothing to say.
But that's what I'm saying. Like the World Cup final yesterday, Spain came out there. Spain should have scored. The Lamine Yamal free kick. Brilliant free kick. I'm the whole time screaming, he's
Bro,
gonna
that
miss.
free
He's
kick,
gonna
you
miss.
would have
Bro.
gotten it.
And that's the first time I've seen him take a free kick. But I'm like, Braz's almost about to score a free kick. It was goal. Even the header that they get,
Okay, but the
Iñaki Williams.
goalkeeper's warm. The goalkeeper's good.
But this is what I'm saying. Yesterday's thing is also give props to Argentina. They played with 10 men for 90%, not 94, from after.
It was the 93rd minute you went off.
Nah, it wasn't.
The 93rd minute you went off.
So the whole first half, yeah, so
They basically just played extra time.
which is, yeah, also he wasn't making much of a difference. They were just kicking players.
You
in.
was just
Bro,
there the whole time.
I was just want to ask, did anyone watch the after the final? Like before they handed out the medals and stuff. Bro, Argentina players is busy fighting
So they
Spain
were
players.
fighting.
Yeah.
Because someone at work
I
asked
didn't
me,
see that.
why
No,
are
no,
you
I was
fighting?
asleep,
You
bro.
can show us later.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you something.
But anyway, you had a question.
Yeah.
first.
So like we said earlier, I haven't been here for a while.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
In like 3 weeks.
More than 3 weeks.
Month.
It's not more than 3 weeks.
More
bro.
than 3 weeks, bro. The last time you were here was with the worship night, which was last month.
Was it?
Hey, let's get in, bro.
Anyway, so obviously I said earlier, there's been a couple of reasons why I'm not here.
Mm.
Obviously my life has got
I'm gonna ask one of us to be the godfather.
no.
Can't ask these guys, bro.
Like the child, like
So,
the child in the
so
water.
I haven't been obviously around. I've been busy. My wife is pregnant. There's a lot going on, right?
Mm.
So the question I got, so I made this joke with my wife, I think last week or 2 weeks ago. Whenever someone sees me, how's your wife doing? How's the baby doing? It's like, I'm here.
Ask me how I am.
Yeah. So a friend of mine asked me last week. We were chatting and she asked me like, how's Sarancha doing? I said, no, she's fine. Baby's growing, going for tests. So she asked me, how are you?
Yo.
So I'm like,
You don't know how to respond.
no.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm fine. Like,
You see why they don't ask you how are you?
no,
that's a
but,
waste of
but you know, that's exactly the question I want to ask. Because as men, we're always like, oh, I'm fine.
Oh,
Yeah, like I'm alright. But like, how are you actually?
look, I'll tell you.
Okay, you can start, my bro.
Yeah, no, look, I'll tell you very, very honestly. This year has been a whirlwind of emotions and stuff. I'll tell you, I'm not fine. Very much so. Financially, mentally, everywhere, I'm not fine.
Okay.
Look, you obviously have to put your best foot forward and be positive about you. Get out of the situation.
Yeah.
I obviously had a stolen laptop, which added to the problems.
Yeah. That, man.
Repossessed by not by the insurance company, but by somebody. But I must say, as this year has gone on, the years got better. But obviously, as Christian men, the devil will always try.
Yeah.
So, in today, I'm not fine. I'm doing okay. Because obviously we're rebuilding. There's 4 months, 5 months left of the year. We're trying again. The year's almost done. You're about to have a child.
Damn, bro.
I look you as I'm realizing, we as men we actually have to talk about how we feel. We can't keep bottling it up, because what ends up happening is you start to cut things off and just start being less emotional in certain aspects. Like for you guys, I hope you don't do this, but in relationship, like with friendships, with your wives, you start to just be like numb in a sense, if I might ask, if I might say that. And in relationship, for me personally, you just become numb. You're like, I don't want to be in this anymore.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm just
Look
here to
at
fill
that-
the void.
That's actually the reason why I asked, bro, because like I only realized it afterwards.
After they ask you this
Yeah,
wasteful
because
question.
whenever someone asks me, how are you? No, I'm alright. I'm fine. But then I realized, like, I'm not fine all the time.
Yeah.
There are some times where I'm like you said, financial stress can get to you, bruh, like work stress can get to you. I am very much of the opinion, especially lately, because my wife is pregnant, like I'm trying to be there.
Yeah.
That's why I don't come out sometimes. If she tells me she just wants to stay at home tonight, it's fine, we'll stay at home, because I'm so aware now of, like, she can't do much. And if I can be there, that's fine. I'll sacrifice whatever's going on outside. I'll just be there. But then I also realized, like, that can get too much, because then I'm so focused on her
That
that
you
I'm
don't
not
focus
focusing
on.
on myself.
Yeah, we can see you didn't get the haircut in like 4
Bruh,
weeks.
like, today I told myself, no, man. Because I haven't.
I just
haven't got
the brand next to you went to cut his hair today.
Yesterday.
Yeah, because
I make time.
I keep telling her, baby, I must cut my hair. But then, like, I have 20 other things to do, and I don't go cut my hair, which is a simple thing, but like, it makes you think about the bigger picture.
But that's also why, like on Friday, I took the time out to go cut my hair, because, bruh, if you don't take time out to think about yourself, or just sit with yourself and be like, bro, you need to X, Y, and Z.
But now you see, we had at church, we had the men's health thing.
How was
this
that?
weekend. Huh?
Continue.
Yeah, so it was a men's health thing, and obviously they speak about like guys not opening up, bottling up their emotions and stuff like that. And that was an eye opener to me, because like females are very out there. No, this is what I'm feeling. You need to accept what I'm
Women are
feeling.
emotional, yeah, mental,
Yeah.
logical.
So for men, it's for us men, it's like if someone asks you, "Easy, how are you doing?" Nah, I'm alright, bro. And especially to another man,
Yeah.
because you don't want
You are
saying you're
never
not
opening yourself up
saying
to
you're
that.
not okay comes forth as you are demasculine, yeah, something like it. But you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Feminine.
You are feminine.
Yeah.
Not feminine in the sense of you are female, but more like you are less of a man if you're not okay,
Yeah.
which is not okay because men also have feelings. So that's why I'm saying, like, I came to this realization, and that's why I wanted to bring it here. Like especially now, like I said, with my wife being pregnant, I'm so kind of attuned to what she's feeling. I'm kind of neglecting myself, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Not in a bad way, but it's like all my focus is going on making sure she's fine, making sure she's comfortable and all of that. And you tend to look over yourself.
But I think this is a common thing, especially like when there's like it can happen when there's like marriages, happen when there's like babies involved and whatnot. Like people always gravitate towards making sure the woman is okay. And I think also even like if you look at like you can look at just random things and see like sometimes systems just cater more to women, right? Because you look at like for example like when women are pregnant, like yeah, cool, obviously you want to make sure the woman is okay and all that, and you want to be sensitive also to where she's at because she's dealing with a lot. There's the hormonal changes, there is the whole feeling of like your body is changing, you feel ugly, you can't take smells and all that, like they just suffering. You understand? But then it's also like cool, you as the guy, just because, and I think where it comes in is that it's almost like in most cases it's used under the premise of I'm dealing with all this stuff, so you just have to put up with me. You understand? I think unintentionally, with no bad intentions, like this whole stigma has come up where just because the woman deals with all that, like it's kind of justified for the man to neglect himself to make sure the woman is
And
okay.
do you know what? It's not even a conscious thing.
Yeah.
Because for me, I never even thought about like myself.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I'm just thinking my wife is pregnant. I want to make sure she's comfortable. I want to make sure. And do you know what? The pregnancy isn't even that bad. Like it's not stuff that I need to complain about. It's not. It's not like the pregnancy is like obviously in the beginning it was a bit bad, where there was sickness. There was. It's the first trimester. It's normal for her to be sick and all of that. So it wasn't a thing of the pregnancy is so bad I will never do this again. It's not even like that. It's just a thing of you get in such an autopilot mode where it's like it's one thing after the other, and then before you realize it, it's nighttime. You must go sleep. You see, so there's no time for you to sit back and to reflect, to be like, okay, look here, let me also do something for myself.
Yeah.
You see, so that's where the question comes from. So, Ribo, you were saying that you're not fine, bro.
Yeah. Because the thing is, being fine means that you're okay in every aspect. Like,
Smart, bro.
bro, I'm
Damn, bro.
Nah, I didn't even think about it like that, bro. But
bro, because if you think about it, we are not, as men, we are not fine because we are stressed out about everything. Because, for example, you guys are husbands. You are thinking about, do we have this X, Y, and Z? Do we have here? And if you are fine, then you're not stressing because of that. If I'm being
let me add something to that, bro. Like, there's no time where you will ever be okay in every aspect of your life.
So that's why I said,
Because let me tell you why. Right, right now I am fine.
enough.
No, like I'm really
You're
okay.
just content with how the situation is.
There are certain things that I would love to change. There are certain things like financially, obviously, I would like more money. Right? I'm thinking about now. I'm about to bring a child into the world. I need to make sure my house is set up. I need to have the room ready. I need to have all of these things. And chances are 90% of that stuff is not done. But I'm fine because I'm healthy. My wife is healthy. The baby is healthy. I might not have money, but my cupboards are full. My house is paid. I've got petrol in the car.
But
All of the small stuff is
yeah,
done.
but that's why I say I'm not fine
Yeah.
because all of the small stuff.
You're done.
I
The
know.
podcast don't have an episode.
Yeah. You see, a lot of the stuff, a lot of the space I'm finding myself in, I'm trying to figure out, and it's like, for example, getting a car was fun in the first week.
Yeah. Now it's not fun. See what I told you? Remember I told you when you have a car, you will feel. But
But you see
realize
why,
that you are in a space where you transition.
and it's horrible, bro.
And it's fine because let me tell you something. Where I am now, I am doing stuff I couldn't do where I was when I was in your age. Right now, I can tell my wife, baby, let's go out to eat tonight. I might not have money for it, but I can tell her tonight I made $200 for us. Let's go out, let's go have KFC or let's go have McDonald's. Whereas when I was at your age, I couldn't think like that because I had this weight of I need to make it, I need to make it. Why? You get what I'm saying? Like I'm not saying you must go out and be a hobo or whatever, but there's certain
Bro, just say go out and be a
Yes,
hobo.
Just go.
Yo, just downgraded the hobos now.
no, but what I'm saying is the stuff that you deem as important, chances are it's not important.
Bro, I didn't.
Because I'm gonna tell you right, it won't make sense to you right now, but listen to what I'm saying. There's certain things in your life that are important. Like having petrol in your car to go to work. That's important. Having a roof over your head is important. Having krach in your house is important. Those stuff is all fine. But there's also stuff that is not as important. And sometimes as men, we deem that as, I need to have this. I need to have the best shirt, bro.
Laptop.
Okay, no, but that was insurance.
Yeah,
No, I mean like the way
What-
he was speaking about his
Yeah,
laptop.
what 20%?
Like, let me tell you something. Harold can attest to this, bro. I love playing games.
But you still don't have a PC.
Do you know why I sold my PC? Do you know
Dude.
why I did that?
Yeah, we spoke about this.
So I've been without a PC for about a year now.
Yeah, roughly.
I would love to have a PC. If I get paid tomorrow, I can go and buy me a PC. But it's not as important as paying my house. It's not as important
Yeah.
as paying my debt, which is fine because I can then also say I'm not fine because I don't have a PC.
Yeah,
But is it so important that it affects the quality of my life?
Yeah.
You, you get what I'm saying?
I think just to build on to that, like you really, as you mature and you grow older, you really learn that the things that you feel like you need in life, like you don't really
It
need.
changes me.
Like what you said earlier, like even for myself also, like my biggest thing is always, as long as I'm healthy, my son is healthy, my wife is healthy, we have a roof over our head. I think it's really the little things. Once those things are there, the world can crash and burn around. You understand?
Yeah, I don't mind.
I'll be fine. Like I don't want to, but like I mean that in the context of like I'm fine. Like I might not have everything I want right now. And there's a lot of things like especially like for myself and the like the last few months. It's been very strenuous, it's been very frustrating because we found ourselves in a season of just like recovering and repairing. You see,
Yeah,
where it's like
it's just damage control. Bro.
yeah, man, like but also like we starting to see the fruits of it now. You see, we're starting to see
Yeah.
the fruits of it now. And you realize also, man, like as you go through different seasons, you realize like you don't need to have your ducks in a row in every aspect in order to be fine. Like you can be fine and not and like not know where money is gonna come from for the next thing. You understand? You can be fine and not and like I I would even go as far as saying like for me as a man, I don't prioritize my happiness or my mental well-being or that, right? Simply because like I'm just like making sure that I cater to the Vandre more. And I do see what you mean when you say like it gets a bit much when you neglect yourself because it's like are you pouring out of a broken cup? You understand?
Basically.
Because like when you cater too much to someone, and obviously I'm not saying don't cater much to other people, because I always have this whole philosophy of your life should be in service of others.
Mm.
You understand, as
Should be
opposed to
poured out.
yourself. You understand, before catering to yourself, like it should be in service of others. So I think also like we often make the mistake of thinking if we take time for ourselves, that's time we could have spent
Mm.
Yeah.
doing something for someone. You see. So I do see what you get it. And like I said, also I'm a firm believer of like even if you don't have everything you want
Yeah.
right now,
Be
like you can be
contented.
fine.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
can
no,
be fine.
like I said, the reason I'm saying I'm not fine is because sometimes your basic needs are not met, and
Mm.
that
Basic
stresses me
Now
out.
you see, if it's a basic need,
Yeah.
then you can say, bro, I'm not fine. I need $500 till end of the month.
Yeah, I won't say that either.
No,
Yeah, it's
no.
an
So
example.
I'm not saying that
It's
you must.
important.
I'm not saying you must
8%.
ask for $500. I don't have $500 to
Say
give
the
you.
one message like
You
know what?
see, I know nephew say,
You know
say
what?
I need
No, but
500 bucks.
what I'm saying is, if it's a basic need that's not met, you should be able to identify it as, I don't have money for kracht.
But
Lights are
also,
going to be off.
just to before you go further, I've also seen a lot of people not be able to afford basic things, but they have things in their life that's not basic.
Yeah.
So it's also like I've had friends that make like double what me and Devandre make together, and you also have a wife that works. So you alone are like
You're
like,
fine, bro.
you alone are squashing
bomb.
myself in Devandre in salary, and you have a wife, but you're struggling.
Yeah.
You understand?
I think
It's
that also.
it's how you manage your
Yeah, I was gonna say that now because, bro, me and Aransha we make good money. I'm not saying we make like 40,000 a month, but we make enough money for us to be comfortable. Because, bro, if you think about it, man, just look at this. We got married. In that same year, we have already had the house for 3 months. We've been paying the bond for 3 months. We furnished stuff. Obviously, there were people that gave us stuff, but we bought what did we buy? Deep freezer, we bought the oven, we bought washing machine, and we paid that stuff off in under a year. Simply because we manage our money properly.
I think people underestimate how well you can do if you don't need sometimes you don't need to make more.
Yeah.
Sometimes
You
what
just
you
need
have
to
is
manage
enough.
what you got.
And just to put a scriptural spin on this, because I'm a firm believer that money is a spiritual thing. You understand? It's a spiritual thing because the Bible literally says you cannot serve God and mammon. You understand? The spirit of money.
Literally.
You understand? And so I am a firm believer that if you follow the the guidelines that the Bible gives you on how to work with money, you will win.
Flourish.
You will
You
win.
will
You have
win.
no choice but to win. A lot of people, um, I believe in the tithe, and I believe the tithe is holy, so it's a non-negotiable. I never question whether I have to pay my taxes. I never question whether I have to pay my debit orders. In the same way, I never question whether I'm gonna tithe or not. It's something I have to do. Whether I'm gonna be short in the month. If I'm short in the month after paying my tithe, that's not a reflection that my tithe is a lot. It's a reflection that I'm not stewarding my money
You're
well.
not managing your
You
money.
understand? And so, and for me, I'm someone I went to go and study business management, and a module in that faculty is finance management. So you learn a lot there about how to work with finances. You understand how to break your finances up and how to just be a good steward of finances. Now, if you take that and you use the guidelines that the Bible gives you on how to work with money, you have no choice but to flourish.
Yeah.
Sure, it might take time, but you have no choice
Yeah.
but to flourish.
I think as men, there's a lot of stuff that kind of like I almost want to say comes up against you as a man. I'm not saying women don't have challenges. Don't get me wrong.
But men have challenges.
I think men have challenges, and I think it's because there's no outlet for men to answer that question like how are you.
Yeah.
You see, and that's the realization that I got to is like there's no place for men to come out and say, guys, this is what I'm struggling with. And if they are, it's very undercover. Because with females, they can literally like speak to whoever they want. But as a man, that's why I think it's important also for men, even if you're not, I know there's a stigma around seeing a psychologist. But sometimes it's good to just go in to speak to someone, to vent,
Yeah.
to say that this is what I'm going through. I don't know how to deal with the situation because as a guy, I don't know how to deal with everything that I've come across in my life.
Yeah.
Some stuff I dealt with in a way that I shouldn't have, or I wasn't supposed to deal with it in that way. That comes back to you later in life.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
then it's like in hindsight, like I mentioned earlier, hindsight is 2020.
Mm.
In hindsight, you can say, I should have dealt with this thing better, or I should have said this thing in that scenario or whatever. But if there's a space that you can go to as a man to go and speak to someone, or to go and say, guys, this is what I'm struggling with. I just need you guys to cover me in prayer, or just give me advice on how to handle the situation. As men, we would be healthy.
Yeah.
Mm.
I think we would be, bro. I think we would be.
And I think that's where we need to end the podcast also.
Yeah, I think that's where we need
Before
to
we
go.
before we go into
But-
another
Because
it's a
it's an
whole
in-depth thing. So
yeah. Next
Yeah.
week for episode 60 when you buys us food.